Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. So here is 20-year-old Saul Alvarez. He's only 20 years old, but look at all of the experience. He weighed in at 151 pounds even. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds bang on with a reach of 47 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
So here comes Saul.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated at 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the young undefeated world contender, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
This is the night. Right. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Here we go for round 1. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. These two were made for each other. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
That counter shot lands. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Missing with the left uppercut. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. To see a jab from these two. Holding nothing back here in the round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I tell you. Now, come on. You're way better than that guy. Good round. I like it. I'm happy. But, man, come on, switch on. Get your boxing bag together and get back out there. No free shots, yeah? You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back. Just boxing, be smart, get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right? It's only one time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Let's go out there. Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick. And off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? It's too much. Keep doing what you're doing.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missing with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Perfect counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get your rhythm back. Beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. You've completely switched up.
Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Crawford's legs are all over the place. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know what, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell for round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? There's a counter shot. The perfect counter lands. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Right uppercut can't find a home. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there. Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That hook won't score. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Catch and shoot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he scores with the counter. We'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just pulled it right there. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance with...
Round 8, and we're off again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. hook, just can't find the target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.